So this is how it ends. Quiet, brutal, without warning. I keep turning it over in my head, trying to understand how someone can shift so suddenly. How a man who once spoke of forever, who painted futures in vivid colors, could fade into someone I no longer recognize. How words that once felt like shelter now echo like empty halls. You said things no one had ever said to me before. You spoke of the way my laughter filled a room, how you felt at peace when my head rested on your chest, how you couldn't wait to see me in white, walking toward you, toward a life we promised to build. You didn't just talk about tomorrow, you sketched it for me in detail. You gave me something to hold on to, something I allowed myself to believe, and now I wonder if it was ever real at all, or if it was just a story you told, one you walked away from the moment the ending no longer suited you. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. I want to believe that you loved me, at least for a time, that the way you reached for my hand without thinking, the way your eyes softened when you looked at me, the way you whispered late at night when you thought I was asleep, those things must have been real. Otherwise, what does that make me? Just a character in your play, a placeholder until the next act began. But the truth keeps pressing in on me. It is hard, unbearably hard, to reconcile the man who planned a future with me with the man who now turns away. How do I bridge the gap between "I want you for a lifetime" and silence so loud it shatters me? How do I believe you ever meant it when you can walk away as if none of it mattered? I don't want to call you a liar. I don't want to reduce everything we shared to a cruel performance. But honesty doesn't vanish overnight. Love doesn't collapse in a single breath. Something had to fracture long before you admitted it. Or maybe you never admitted it at all. Maybe you let me cling to an illusion because it was easier than telling me the truth. And that, in its own way, feels like the deepest betrayal. You don't know what it does to a woman, to love so openly, so fully, only to find the ground pulled out from beneath her, to replay every word, every promise, and wonder which ones were stitched with sincerity and which ones were woven from convenience. I whisper your lines back to myself, testing them for weight, for meaning. Most days they collapse in my hands like ash. Perhaps you'll never understand the violence of absence, the way your indifference cuts sharper than cruelty, the way your silence screams louder than any shouted insult. Love doesn't just disappear, it lingers like smoke, choking me in places where the fire has already died. And yet, I'm the one left coughing, searching for breath, while you walk away without looking back. No, I won't call you a liar, but don't you dare tell me it was the whole truth. The whole truth doesn't build a home in my heart, only to leave it in ruins. The whole truth would have given me the dignity of knowing when the love had died, instead of waking one morning to discover I was the only one still fighting for it. So I'll say what you couldn't. If it was love, it was fleeting. If it was real, it was never enough. And if it was all a lie, then it is I who must live with the weight of believing it, while you, somehow, seem to walk away lighter